Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to decode a Mork and Mindy episode called Mork in Wonderland. Now, a couple of you had asked me to look at this. It was interesting because I had like 2 or 3 people all at the same time ask me to look at this. So I wanted to get this done for you guys today and kind of relax. We're going to watch it live. I've only seen the first 10 minutes of it. And of course, Mork is Robin Williams. So what you're going to see today, I'm going to see today for the most part. And the episodes open with Mork taking down the grid to conserve energy. And how does he do that? He zaps the streetlights with his laser weapon. So even the first 10 minutes of this is a prime example of future agenda programming to get people used to a set path that they already have in store. So again, thanks to the subscribers who asked me to take a look at this. I think it's free on YouTube, so we're going to go ahead and try to play it. If I get some kind of a copyright notice, this will have to come down at some point, but at least we'll be able to take a look at it. Now, this is crazy. This is all the way back in 1978. I think I was like 5 or 6 years old when this came out. I didn't realize that Mork and Mindy was from the 70s. I thought it was like the 80s, but I guess it was the late 70s. Part 1 was the premiere episode of the second season of Mork and Mindy, 26th episode in the series overall, and the first of 2 episodes of a 2-episode story arc. Takeoff from the film The Incredible Shrinking Man. So here's some screenshots from the episode. Let's get started. Let me make sure you guys are with me, and we'll get started on this episode. Let's take a look here. All right, looks like you guys are good. Interestingly, before rainbows were a symbol of someone's sexuality, Robin Williams was wearing these rainbow-colored patterns in Mork and Mindy. And many people actually had their suspicions about Mork's sexuality or Robin Williams' sexuality. He actually portrayed a gay man in one of his films. So let's keep on the next part, because the energy crisis, there was an energy crisis in like the 70s, and so they likely were referring to this, but there's definitely something to what is going on right now with the energy crisis, and that's what I want you guys to take a look at. I'm going to move your chat over here so I can see you guys while we're playing this, because I like to see your feedback and your reaction so we can drill down on this a bit. Let's see here. All right, let's keep going. Now, we're looking at right now a perceived methane gas shortage, or this is what will be on the horizon. They've already tried to use the carrot by offering people money to take their gas stoves out. People are like, no way. Much of the country freezes in ice. All the electricity goes down and you have no backup source of fuel. We're not doing that. And now they're going to pull out the stick. And I anticipate that we will see propane and methane gas shortages in the near future. That's what's coming next. Putting out more streetlights. This is the grid going down, and the whole plan that they already had. Notice how already back then in the 1970s they were already comparing or what's the word I'm looking for? They were already linking the two between electricity and fuel shortages, because you have to burn fossil fuels to make electricity. That's the big secret. That's the big elephant in the room. But look at this. Look at the canes here, which are umbrellas, of course, but there's twin canes there. Well, there's 2 of them in the apartment. So, but we've uncovered what the canes mean, right? And the fact that it's in this like brass or copper pot, I think is significant. Another inside joke there. Now, with hindsight, remember Fantasy Island, Ricardo Montalban, and Tattoo was the name of his little person sidekick, right? And the whole island was the Epstein Island. That's what it was. It was trafficking. The elite going to these islands to fulfill their fantasies. So Mork, who is basically turned into a child here, and we can use that template moving forward, is saying that Ricardo Montalban is not his fantasy. So more trafficking references here.
Paul Williams.
So this is the time capsule, right? So timed release medicine, and every time one of the little beads goes off in the capsule, he keeps shrinking. So what this is essentially saying is it's pointing forward in time, that every time one of their pieces of the agenda goes off, that man will continue to shrink. I think that would, a good metaphor is probably all of our rights, our place in this world, as the environment begins to be the priority. And so you can't have man and the environment together. They have to shrink the man to raise the environment. And that's exactly what they've done as they've peeled away our rights one by one over the past several decades under climate change. So I think we're starting to get to the bottom of this episode. This is about the shrinking of man in nature. Look at, he's even in the trees over here. Here's the trees.
See, the outside of me just shrank again. It's getting worse.
You've got to do something, Mork.
So the medicine that they're giving us is causing us to shrink, isn't it? It's taking our mind, our will, and our ability to stand up for what is our inheritance from the Most High, and that is this earth. Wow.
Isn't there anything on Earth that'll make things grow?
Let's see. I could stand in fertilizer, but I think the smell would kill me.
There must be something else. Come on, Mork. Think.
Thanks for the pressure. Let's see.
I wonder if the fertilizer was a Monsanto joke, like a Roundup joke. They already knew that the fertilizer was poisoning people in 1978.
Well, Mindy's into health food. She takes something called brewer's yeast.
Does yeast make Mindy grow?
No, but yeast makes bread grow. And this might work for me. It's a million.
Wow. So here's the yeast component. Jesus talked about the yeast. Well, kind of. He ate unleavened bread, and unleavened bread is the bread with the yeast removed. And he said, this is my body. Well, yeast represents sin in the Bible. And so by removing the yeast, you're removing the sin. So now Mork wants to actually eat the sin, eat the yeast. Unbelievable.
In one shot, but it's the only shot I've got. See, if I don't stop it, I'm going to see how many angels can dance on the head of a pin.
Well,
wow, he's talking about shots and pins. So taking the yeast with the shot or the pen. Let's rewind. This is very important, you guys. Very important. Let's listen to this again.
No, but yeast makes bread grow. And this might work for me. It's a 1,000,001 shot, but it's the only shot I've got. See, if I don't stop it, I'm going to see how many angels can dance on the head of a pin.
well, good luck, Mork.
Thank you, Mon General.
Wow. So there you go, right there. Taking the sin with the pen. Needle references.
This is Mork signing off. Maybe for the last time.
Now remember, I haven't seen any of this. So this is Holy Spirit Revelations of an episode from 1978, along with your help, of course. Let's take a look at this bottle, see if there's any clues on here. Biofood product. Brewer's yeast. Huh. What is this? What do you guys see here? I almost see like, I don't know. I don't want to stretch this, but that looks like a black mark to me, kind of. Let's keep watching.
On one hand, voila. On the other hand, heavy sigh. There's the yeast.
So Mark shrinks and goes missing into another dimension, a portal. Looks like it's swirling around like a spiral. Let's keep watching. Yeah, so we've long since discovered that spirals are portals, right? So he's obviously going down some kind of funnel cloud. So this is obvious references to the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy going down in the tornado, the witch shrinking down into a hole after she like lands on her or something. So this is episode 2, the part 2, just so you can keep your bearings as to, because this is actually 2 full episodes we're going to watch today. We're on the second one now. Let's keep watching. So the cow is important, right? Because the cow is the center of the shrinking of man. We are the cattle to these people, aren't we? And what is at the center of this debate? The farting cows, right? This is why they want to take our meat. They think that cows produce methane, which is going to change the environment. And so therefore we need to take rights away from man. And pretty soon they're going to be measuring our farts, because there's 9 billion of us on the planet. And they're going to say, hey, every human that's farting, we need to reduce their methane emissions. They're going to start modifying our food to do that. You think this is a joke? You watch. This is what's coming next. Because if they can say this about cows, which there are far less of, and I know cows have 4 stomachs and a lot more methane than a human, but they'll do the math and they'll say, wow, well, humans now we've gotten rid of cows, now the humans are releasing a bunch of methane. So we need to control that. So this is significant given the fact that this whole thing started with an energy crisis, that he goes into this other dimension where cows are dressed like people, right? That's the inference here. The cows are the people. The cow's wearing pants. It's got a hat on. Let's keep watching here. Purgatory. Now, Robin Williams would go on to play in a movie. It was a pretty popular movie in which he does go to purgatory. Comedy Purgatory. You guys remember that movie? Forget the name of it. But he goes like to heaven or something, or some halfway point between heaven. And so this is weird. This is almost like a flash forward. Because remember, this was 1978. The film that he starred in, where he goes to heaven or purgatory, came out decades later after this. So was this him predicting his own future? Let's keep watching here. Oh, the dark baptism. Have him washed and sent to my tent. Now, in ancient Hebrew, the word for tent is ohel, O-H-E-L. And many people believe, myself included, that sometimes when the word tent is mentioned in the Bible, that it was actually a dimension that someone goes into, a frame of reference, a frame of reality. For instance, when Noah was drunk in his tent, well, something happened, didn't it? Well, I think there's a deeper meaning to what happened in that tent. He was in some different frame of reality, and that's when something was stolen from Noah, right? War and disease is up. It's happening now. He's got some Crayola crayons here, some more rainbow references. He's got the dunce cap on, and on it is dollar signs. Now, interestingly, when I grew up in the 70s and 80s, the dollar sign had 2 slashes through it. And now the dollar sign only has 1 slash through it. Look at this. Look at his dunce cap here. Now, Trump was elected on Dunce Day. We've done a decode on that. Electricity. So more grid blackout references here. Oh, I get it. So, okay. So King of Electricity. You guys ready for this? Why are they wearing brown? Let's do a little interactive here. Let's play this back.
Friend of everything brown, an absolute owner of all electricity.
Okay, why are they wearing... Did you just hear that? Now listen. Now let's see who gets it. Why are they wearing brown? Someone will get it. Shriners, Freemasons. Let's see. Let's keep watching here. Brownouts. Okay. Kim got it. Bingo. Very good, Kim. Yes. If he's the king of all electricities and the king of brown, this is about brownouts. Unbelievable. Let's keep watching. Can you guys hear me? Just give me a heads up if you guys can hear me, because my sound has been kind of popping in and out. Thanks, Kim. Thanks for the super chat. Sorry I haven't been in the chat. Can you guys hear me? Just give me a heads up to make sure that you guys can hear me. and then we'll keep going with this. Okay, let's see. Electricity, brown, no one's allowed in my medicine. Exactly, cases, chest as X. Yes, you guys can hear me? Okay, good. Let's keep going. So this is obviously hot air, right? Methane gas. I think they use methane or propane to power a hot air balloon to create the flame. So these are more environmental jokes, right? The thought that they could convince the world that cows and people farting is actually causing greenhouse gases, and we need to eliminate cows from the planet. Okay, so they're making a joke about this here. Hot air. It's full of hot air. Know this in the Bible. Apparently, several of the disciples were crucified on X's instead of crosses. And some of them were crucified upside down on an X. Now, we saw this on display in the TV series Game of Thrones, as one of the characters was crucified in this manner as well as he was tortured. But here we have a clown on the X crucifixion here. Let's listen closely to this dialogue here, see if there's any clues with this here. He looks like... Who's that guy from Lord of the Rings? Doesn't he look like the guy from Lord of the Rings right here? Well, he's young right now, but almost looks like a clone of him. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Let's see who gets it in the chat here. Sean Penn, but also he looks like the boy from the Lord of the Rings. Let's see who gets it here. We'll look him up and do a side-by-side. Frodo. Yes. What's his name, though? Harry Potter. Elijah Wood. Yes, Elijah Wood. Let's see. Let's do a side-by-side. This might be our thumbnail. Now, we know that they clone these people. What the heck? Let's see if they look alike. Let's do a side-by-side here. What do you guys think? Kind of does look like him, huh? I don't know. Anyway, let's keep watching. It's almost over. So he got lost in the tablecloth. Did you catch that? So the cloth. I wonder what that might mean.
Mork, we've already discussed that.
I know that, your Whiteship.
Mork, I know this may be painful, but tell me exactly how you felt when Mandy passed on.
Well, I felt anger at first, and anguish, and a sense of deep loneliness.
I can't even fully comprehend one emotion. All those emotions at once. It must cause insanity.
Well, it does at first, sir. And then after you have time to think, you realize the good side. You realize that love can extend beyond universes and even beyond death. Till next week, sir. Nanu.
So that's it. And the theme here is love. He loved her so much that he came back and was able to grow again into the new universe. I'm not sure what that means, but that's pretty much it. Let me go back here into the chat, restore the chat here so you guys can see this. Thanks everybody for showing up. I was not expecting all that symbolism. That just blew me away. I'm glad that we got to get through all of that. So thanks again to the subscriber who asked me to take another look, or take a look at this. Now, tomorrow we will be getting between the headlines. Many of you have asked me to maybe focus a little bit more on those kinds of shows. We'll be doing those from now on intermittently, looking at the headlines and breaking it down. There's a weird bathtub gag from the Ghislaine Maxwell camp, and it made the headlines. We're going to take a look at that as they mock Giuffre. Of course, they were going to mock her because she set herself up to be mocked, retracting an accusation, a very serious accusation, against, what was that guy? I can't remember his name, but she said, oh, maybe I was wrong about that. And so all of that's a psyop to discredit the whole thing and discredit all of the victims. And that's exactly what it did. And so Prince Andrew is now doubling back and doubling down on Jeffrey, and the Ghislaine family is releasing images of him and her in a bathtub, like mocking her. It's unbelievable. We're also going to talk about a super fungus pandemic that they're bandying about, which means that there will be some form of that will take off in the near future if they're starting to talk about it. And we're also going to talk about the end or the fall of fake meat, or so they want us to believe. Apparently fake meat is not doing very well in the supermarkets. People don't like the way that it smells when you cook it because they add weird stuff to it that doesn't smell right. So, lots to talk about on tomorrow's show. And we will never stop protesting, will we? Because protest is about complaining sometimes. Complaining with logical, well thought out arguments that make people think with reason instead of emotions, so that we can hold on to our rights. Because if enough of us scream about something, and we scream not loud enough, then things can change. So never ever give in to injustice in this world. Always stand up for what you believe in. Never bow your head and think, oh, I don't want to be different, because many other people probably feel the same way that you do. So let's go into the chat here, do a little Q&A with you guys just to finish up the show, see if there's anything I missed. That was a crazy decode. That was just crazy. All right. Thanks, James. My mom was just talking about the odor of meat being bad, says Connie. Thanks, Dee Dee. Boycott banks, says Lorraine. Fake meat is gross. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Ginger. Thanks, everybody, for showing up today. And, alright, you guys, I guess I'll pop off of here. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with Between the Headlines. Much love, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Take care and be safe.